Today we are gonna design the Porsche 996 911 GT3 RS in the LEGO Speed Champions scale. We're also up far too late, the Lycan Hypersport makes an appearance and the 996 drives away from us. Or is it doing a timed lap? No, the 996 isn't the most popular of all the 911s, mainly because of the headlights. Was a bit surprised that it got the absolute most votes on the Instagram poll I made. I do prefer the headlights of the facelifted version, which the RS has. Was on a bit of a vacation last week though, so started building a bit digitally here. But let's build it IRL now. So then I started creating roughly what I created digitally and then basically continued from there. Okay, so absolutely nothing is attached here yet, as you can see, but I'm gonna show you anyway. So this kind of thing was the original idea. It was relatively okay, but then I started creating this instead. And I just think this solution represents the 996 headlight much better. And I also didn't like these plates here. So at least think this is a good starting point to continue the car from. Just need to find a way to attach everything together. So it was just back to building. Wasn't actually as difficult as I thought it would be to attach everything together. So that was good. Might look a little bit more like the GT2, I don't know. I think that will fix itself when we add everything else together. So let's do that. Now we have openable doors as well. This thing with the rear light was no easy task. And actually the whole thing around here with the roof line and spoiler and all that. This was my initial idea for a headlight, but couldn't find a way to attach it because this macaroni tile piece, I love it, but of course as it's totally flat you can't attach anything to it. Plus the only visible stud here can't be used, and couldn't find a way to attach it to the wedge plate's anti-studs either. So we have this instead, taking use of a wedge plate underneath as the red part as well. One of these. And then we will try to incorporate the roofline like this. The only issue then, which is gonna be a pain because I already tried it, is to find a good way to make the supports for the actual wing. But I will just keep on fiddling with stuff here.
The GT3 RS shine. Brick by brick, we create Porsche 996 GT3 RS.
So I was up far too late yesterday, just because I really wanted to finish the rear. I think this rear took longer to recreate than the rear of the Lycan Hypersport, to be honest. It looks super simple though. First I thought the rear looked a little bit too thin, and then I wasn't really happy with the width of the spoiler. So instead of making it an even number of studs, I decided to make it 7 studs. And yeah, combining an uneven with an even number of studs is always tricky, and won't bore you with too much of the techniques used here at the rear. But yeah, so the spoiler and the supports for the spoiler are using an uneven number of studs, of course attached with jumper plates. And then we have this curved part here, which is attached on the side, taking use of some brackets and just a lot of snot techniques in general, as usual. And then these curved parts under the headlights are also using a lot of snot techniques. And then we have some curved tiles and under those I did some, I don't know if you even can call them that, but exhaust pipes. And now we have the roofline done as well, which I always think is the most iconic thing of any 911. Then I started on the interior and did my absolute best to create some roll cage details. Then I recreated the Recaro racing seats. Really sad to see they filed for bankruptcy last week. Anyway, I also created the center console and a pretty detailed dashboard. Pretty late again. The basic model is pretty much done though. We need some GT3 RS stickers though, and some custom 3D printed rims. This turned out really great. Actually also raised this rear part of the roofline a bit. because it looked way more accurate. I think the rims turned out pretty good. Now we just need to create a montage. Just like the Sonda R and F430, this will most likely also become a limited set. So if you don't want to miss that or any other releases, I can really recommend you to subscribe to the newsletter over at the website. Plus, you will also get some free GT6 instructions then. And speaking of subscribing, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you like this video and want to see more. Other than that, break it up, turn it loose, and let your creativity burn rubber. Bye for now.